That's the game. That's how the whole shit works, ladies. You understand? This bitch was at the end of her mileage. She was at 498. She ended up tricking for Iceberg for another 6 months. She must have turned another 200 tricks for him. Do you understand? That's some cold shit. And the cold shit about it is that the dead guy on the bed wasn't even dead at all. This motherfucker was just a friend of Iceberg's acting like he's asleep.
In this video, Dave Chappelle talks about his experience with leaving the Dave Chappelle Show when he was with Comedy Central. And it's kind of an iconic moment in pop culture history of why he left so much money and basically disappeared. Usually when I can't sleep, or sometimes when I can't sleep, I will Google or YouTube Dave Chappelle skits, shows. And when I saw this clip, though, it really explained abuse a lot to me. And he talks about this story about this pimp by the name of Iceberg Slim.
Iceberg Slim was the one that broke down what a bottom bitch was. Does anyone know what a bottom bitch is? Anyone? What's a bottom bitch, sir?
It's your prostitute that's the best out of all of them, that brings in the most money.
That's right. That's exactly right. Are you black? That's right. A bottom bitch is a pimp's number one hoe. She's even a bitch that helps him keep the other bitches in line. I will repeat. She's even a bitch that helps him keep the other bitches in line.
So the term bottom bitch is actually describing a valuable person to the pimp. But why does he call her a bottom bitch? Because it sounds like it's a negative term, like he's putting her down. But really, he values her. And that's interesting because the abuser will always try to make you feel like you're expendable or common or not intelligent or not worth anything. And that language, bottom bitch, sounds like that. But yet, that's not what it really means. What it really means is that you are so valuable to the pimp that you're the best. But he doesn't want you to think that. Just like abusers don't want the victim or the abusee to recognize their value. So the language that an abuser uses is strategic and purposeful to make the victim feel weak or worthless, when the exact opposite is true. And the abuser knows it. He just doesn't want you to think it.
He describes in detail how these men break women so that they will give them the money that they make with their own bodies. There's a story in here so cold it makes me shudder to think about it. Well, Iceberg Slim is trying to control the woman that he finds uncontrollable. So he asks older pimp how he can rein her in. And the older pimp says, oh, that's easy, Iceberg. All you have to do is beat that bitch with a coat hanger and then run her a bath and give her some pills. She'll be so grateful that you fixed her that she'll forget you were the motherfucker that beat her in the first place. That's some cold shit.
So the abuser will try to break you, meaning it'll make you tired. So tired that it's hard for you to even see your way out, let alone try to come up with a plan to get out. There comes a time, though, when someone who has been a victim of abuse after a while hopefully will start to get the strength to leave. And then that's when the victim becomes uncontrollable or rebellious against the structure that the abuser has placed on this victim. And so Iceberg Slim asked a friend of his how he can gain back the control, because he can't stand to lose the bottom bitch, because she actually helps him to make money, helps him with his status, helps him look good. So how can he find a way to get her to not become strong enough to leave? So what the abuser will do is he will cause the pain, he'll create the pain, which is called trauma bonding, to get the victim to stay. So he doesn't necessarily have to beat you with the coat hanger. He can cause you physical pain, he can cause you emotional pain, he can cause you psychological pain, make you think you're losing your mind or going crazy or not seeing the things that you know for a fact that you saw, but he swears up and down that you didn't see it or didn't experience it or didn't feel it. And then after the argument is over, he tries to find a way to make the situation better, the negative situation that he created in the first place, be it an apology or a gift or anything that kind of covers up the pain or masks the pain that he caused you in the first place.
End of this book, Iceberg Slim tells a story. It's kind of the crescendo of the book. And in the story, Iceberg Slim's bottom bitch is at the end of a mileage. If she was good for 500 fucks, she was at 498. She was bubbling. You could see it. She was going crazy. She started saying all kinds of shit. Oh, I always wanted to be in circus. Circus, this bitch is loose. I can juggle too, you know. Juggle. He had to let her go. It's hard to let her go. A bottom bitch go. And he wasn't ready to let her go because his organization couldn't handle losing her. But she didn't know that. She didn't know how important she was. So what he did was he called her to a diner. He said, look, bitch, you and I gotta part ways. She said, fine, motherfucker. I don't need you anyway because I know somebody at Ringling Brothers. She's like, all right, bitch, whatever. I got one last trick for you. It's a big money trick. You do this for me, you get paid, I get paid, and we go our separate ways. She said, fine, motherfucker, what do you want me to do? He said, okay, there's a guy in that hotel across the street. He's waiting for you in room number 7. I want you to go over there and I want you to fuck him. But before you do, I need you to put some of this stuff in his drink. And then he's gonna fall asleep. When he does, there's a briefcase on his bed. Bring the briefcase to me. That's the trick, bitch. Can you handle it? She said, fuck yeah, I can handle it. And I can't wait to get rid of you. She ran outside, jumped on a unicycle and pedaled across the street. An Iceberg watched her. He was like, man, she's pretty good. Man, if I never jerked off in the face, maybe she would have been in the circus right now. And she runs up to the motel steps and she disappears in room number 7 and she's gone for a real long time. Real long time. So long, in fact, that Iceberg got a little worried. But then, suddenly, she came back. He said, what's going on, bitch? Where's the briefcase? She said, I didn't get it, Daddy. He said, what do you mean you didn't get the briefcase, bitch? What's wrong with you? She said, oh, I did everything you said, but that man don't look right. Something wrong, Daddy. He said, what do you mean something's wrong, bitch? Did you put that stuff in his drink? She said, I did everything you said, Daddy. I put all of it in his drink. He said, wait a minute, bitch. Wait a minute. You put all of it in his drink? Now he had to see for himself. So the two of them go across the street to the motel and they go into room number 7. And on the bed, laying lifelessly, is the white man that she was supposed to fuck. And Iceberg said, you right, bitch, she don't look good. What the fuck? So he called a friend of his that was a doctor that was close by. And the doctor came in, gave the guy a thorough examination and told them both what was obvious. Slim, this motherfucker is dead. Oh, God, Daddy. Oh, no. Oh, no, we killed him. He said, calm down, bitch. We didn't do anything. You killed this motherfucker. And then he reached under the bed and he grabbed the briefcase. He popped it open. It was filled with money. More money than any of them ever seen. And Iceberg took a little bit of the money and gave it to the doctor, and the doctor left discreetly. All right, bitch, let me think. I can fix this for you. I know somebody I can call. But if I call him, I'm gonna owe these motherfuckers a big favor. Oh, God, Daddy, please. I don't want to go to jail. Neither do I, bitch, so you shut up. She picked up the phone. She heard him mumbling in the phone a little bit. He hung up the phone, and she was pacing the room, and he was just standing there cool, and they were waiting, and then suddenly, a van pulled up downstairs. Two guys get out with a carpet. They walk upstairs. They roll that carpet out on the floor. They throw the body in the carpet. They roll that motherfucker up like a burrito. They pick that shit up, and they throw it in the back of the van. They come back up, and Iceberg opens the briefcase again and gives them a little money. He says, I'll get in touch with you guys later. They say, you're not going to get in touch with us at all. We'll find you. He said, whatever, nigga. And they bounced. Oh, God, Daddy, oh, God. He says, relax, bitch. Listen, we getting the fuck out of here. You go downstairs, you get the car. We got to leave separately. She went, she got the car. Iceberg grabbed that briefcase, waited a few minutes, looked out the window, and then he went down with her. They both got in the car, and they drove off. She was a blubbering mess. Oh, you did all this shit. He said, I told you, bitch, we didn't do anything. You killed a motherfucker, and I cleaned him up. And now we got us a secret, okay? I know I'm not gonna tell, bitch. It's you? Oh, no, I ain't gonna tell. He said, all right, baby, cool. I'm gonna need you to stay with me for a while till this shit cools down. She goes, okay. That's the game. That's how the whole shit works, ladies. You understand? This bitch was at the end of her mileage. She was at 498. She ended up tricking for Iceberg for another 6 months. She must have turned another 200 tricks for him. Do you understand? That's some cold shit. And the cold shit about it is that the dead guy on the bed wasn't even dead at all. This motherfucker was just a friend of Iceberg's acting like he's asleep. The doctor wasn't a doctor. It was a motherfucking butcher that happened to have a white coat. And the dudes who came in the moving van clothes was dressed like movers because they were movers. Iceberg had gotten a new apartment. And the bag of money was Iceberg's money in the first place. The money he got from all those women. That's a cold game. That's the motherfucking capitalist manifesto. And that's why I went to South Africa. So now we got us a little secret, bitch.
So that's the trick. The trick is to confuse you, to get inside your head, to control the way you view yourself, you view your life, so that they can use you for whatever their purpose is. Could be for money, could be for sex, could be for attention, could be to make him look good. But he can't get you to know or allow you to know your worth. And that's why Dave Chappelle went to South Africa, because he needed to get away. And when somebody is trying to control the way you view yourself, if they're always degrading you, if you feel stuck, if you feel unhappy all of the time, if you feel less than all of the time, get away.